You think the United States is one missed payment away from bankruptcy? Relax. The federal government doesn't take out a mortgage, it writes the check. Let's talk about why that changes everything. Everyone treats national debt like a household loan, but households don't control the printing press. Nations do. That's not a liability, that's a feature. Here's the curveball. When the government runs a deficit, it doesn't borrow money from a vault. It creates new reserves. You're not paying off a debt. You're parking cash in a treasury account. Think that's reckless? Wrong. It's how you keep the plumbing from exploding. Every dollar of debt is just a dollar of savings for the private sector. No debt means no savings. Try living in a world with zero liquidity. Now, about those interest rates. People panic when the yield curve flips, but the Fed isn't a landlord raising rent. They're a throttle. They adjust velocity, not solvency. So why do politicians scream about the deficit? Because legislative friction is a real thing. They want to look responsible while the actual monetary engine hums along. It's theater. The math doesn't care about your approval rating. But wait, if they can just print forever, why not print 1 trillion? Inflation. That's the only real break. When money supply outpaces production, prices spike. The system self-corrects or it crashes, usually both. Enter quantitative easing. 1995 called, they want their panic back. But modern monetary theory isn't about reckless spending. It's about strategic liquidity injection. You don't starve the engine, you tune it. And who actually buys the debt? You, your retirement fund. Japan, China. The global reserve currency status means the world needs those treasuries. It's not a trap, it's a subscription model, and nobody wants to cancel. Calling sovereign debt a mortgage is a skill issue. It's a weak design choice in how people process macroeconomics. You're comparing a currency issuer to a currency user. The mismatch breaks the analogy instantly. But here's the next bottleneck: demographic velocity. As the workforce shrinks, tax collection slows, enforcement latency spikes. The system doesn't default, it just gets slower. And slower means higher friction costs. So yeah, the debt isn't a crisis, it's a control panel. Pull the levers, watch the needles, and stop treating a sovereign currency system like a personal credit card. Subscribe if you want to stop getting played by financial fearmongers.